From Cornfields to Conflict by Lynn and Dave. Dave said continue the comedy, science fiction, folk novel. Capture all the conversations that took place by the growing cast of characters, now including Four Eyes, the aliens, Butthead, Jamie, Father Time, the fountain, the narrator, the tree stump, and the pigeons, and also the ghost sheep, President and his son, who are also a goat and a sheep respectfully, and the witch decide to join the group and tag along. They get into a discussion and argument to do next, but decide to keep going. However, they discover they are not in Iowa but in Ukraine and in the middle of a full-blown war of the Ukraine-Russia conflict. They have to somehow make their way through this landscape to the other side, keep the action going, and make it a really funny comedy with a lot of comedy and dialogue. The group stood at the crossroads, now teeming with their increasingly bizarre companions. The witch Cassandra had taken it upon herself to dramatically wave her broomstick every 5 minutes for no apparent reason. President Abraham Lincoln was busy chewing on Jamie's hoodie string, much to Jamie's dismay. William, the first lamb, tried to look dignified, but kept tripping over rocks. The narrator, of course, kept up a running commentary, much to everyone's irritation. The aliens huddled together, still bickering about their missing flying saucer. Butthead was making airplane noises with his lips. Four Eyes furiously flipped through the manual of infinite loops. Then Jamie, holding Cassandra's map, squinted at the horizon. Okay, so according to this thing, we just head east. Simple enough, right? Father Time groaned, rubbing his achy knees. Nothing is ever simple with this crew. I expect we'll run into a dragon or a sentient toaster by the time we reach wherever we're going. As if on cue, the distant sound of explosions echoed across the sky. Did anyone else hear that? Asked the fountain, somehow managing to bubble nervously despite being completely unconnected to plumbing. The pigeons who had taken up roosting on the tree stump looked alarmed. That didn't sound like breadcrumbs, one pigeon cooed. But had stopped making airplane noises. Wait a minute, that sounds like bombs. The group collectively froze as tanks rumbled into view over the horizon, followed by soldiers shouting in Ukrainian. Planes screamed overhead and smoke billowed in the distance. Jamie blinked, looking at the map. Cassandra, are you sure this is a magical map? Because this looks a lot like Ukraine. Cassandra frowned and grabbed the map. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Magic maps don't... She stopped mid-sentence and squinted. Oh, huh. Guess I forgot to enchant this one. Yeah, this is just a regular map of Eastern Europe. What? Everyone shouted in unison. President Abraham Lincoln snorted indignantly. This is a breach of interdimensional diplomacy. I demand a recount. William, ever loyal, bleated, Father, I don't think that's how geography works. The aliens, who had been silent for a rare moment, suddenly spoke up. Middlehead, we are definitely not supposed to be here. Right head, you think? Left head, I told you we should have taken a left at the black hole. Father Time face palmed. We're in the middle of an active war zone and we're arguing about maps. Can we focus? Jamie pointed toward a shelled-out building. We need to figure out how to get through this. If we stick to the roads, we'll get blown up. The pigeons flapped anxiously. Fly! We should just fly. The tree stump, ever the cynic, replied, Great idea. Let me just grow some wings. Cassandra twirled her broomstick. I could scout ahead on this. Jamie crossed his arms. And leave the rest of us behind? Not happening. Four Eyes raised a hand. Wait, does anyone else find it odd that we can't see either side in this war? It's like we're in a weird limbo. Just then a Russian tank appeared out of nowhere and aimed its barrel directly at the group. Butthead screamed, Oh, great, we're going to be turned into toast. Before anyone could panic further, the narrator chimed in. And so our brave crew faced their doom. Jamie snapped, Narrator, not now. But just as the tank fired, Cassandra raised her broomstick and yelled, Hocus pocus, stop us! The shell froze in midair, hovering like an oversized volleyball. The tank's crew stared in disbelief, and then one soldier poked his head out and said in heavily accented English, What is this goat doing here? President Abraham Lincoln puffed out his chest. I am the president. The soldier looked unimpressed. President of what? Barnyard? William stepped forward, adjusting his sunglasses. He's the president of truth, liberty, and the pursuit of hay. The soldier raised an eyebrow, clearly unsure if he was hallucinating. Are you people aliens? The aliens perked up. Middle head, yes. Right head, no. Left head, maybe. Jamie sighed. We're just passing through. Long story short, we're looking for a supercomputer to save the universe. Can you point us east? The soldier looked at the frozen shell, the talking goat, and the witch, then muttered, I need vodka, before retreating back into the tank, which promptly drove away. The group collectively exhaled. The tree stump muttered, That's it, I'm retiring from this nonsense. The fountain gurgled, What nonsense? You're a stump, you can't go anywhere. Four Eyes adjusted his glasses. Guys, focus. We've got a long way to go, and now we know magic works here. Cassandra, keep that broomstick ready. We're going to need it. Jamie nodded. And let's try to avoid any more tanks, okay? As they set off again, the narrator's voice returned, smug as ever. And so our heroes ventured deeper into the chaos, their mission clear, their path uncertain, and their sanity questionable. Jamie groaned, I'm going to hack you out of existence, narrator. Just you wait. And with that, the crew marched on into the unknown, arguing all the way.